so I'm not usually a big fan of Christmas.
And why is that?
Well, to start, I don't like children, and anything that makes them happy makes me angry. I also hate Christmas songs. And finally, I don't know what it's like where you live, but here in the UK, it seems that over the past few years, from mid-November, it's impossible to avoid Michael Bublé. But since starting this channel, I love Christmas because of movies like this, also known as An Unforgettable Christmas. This is 2019's Christmas on My Mind. I'm Jay Harangue, and I've wasted hours of my life watching terrible films.
You should subscribe.
So it starts with this woman, Lucy, leaving this shop with a wedding dress.
Be careful, Mr. Slippery!
So she's dead.
What?
Okay, she's not dead. She's hit her head, though, and has no idea what she's doing in this town. But she does know she's getting married this week. So she goes to see her fiance, Zach, who runs the Roadhouse restaurant in Bedford Harbour. This is Zach's younger brother, Beau. He runs a Christmas tree farm. Beau is concerned that Zach isn't taking Christmas seriously enough this year because he's prioritising his business over the Bedford Harbour Christmas Festival.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, more on that later. When Lucy arrives, Zach seems surprised to see her.
We're not engaged anymore. We broke up 2 years ago.
So Lucy faints and is taken to hospital. It's here we find out that bump on the head has given Lucy a special type of amnesia, where the last thing she remembers is Christmas 2 years ago. She's forgotten everything since.
We call it retrograde amnesia.
I don't remember where I live.
Zach saw her address on her driver's license, so he offers to drive her home. He's also called her employee, Anna, who's going to meet them at her house and help Lucy get caught up. When they get there, Lucy doesn't recognize the house and can't believe she lives there. It turns out she's a really successful businesswoman who runs a big art foundation. She doesn't remember Anna either, even though they're best friends. Anna's like, please tell me you remember Brad.
Brad.
She's like, yes, your fiance. And Lucy's like, no, sorry. And oh no, here he is, and he's wearing a suit. Oh God, there's no way he appreciates the magic of Christmas. This is never gonna work.
When are we supposed to get married?
New Year's Eve.
Why would I run out of my fitting?
Lucy decides to get some sleep and says she'll see Brad later.
Tomorrow night, it's the annual Foundation Christmas party.
Well, she's not going to remember that, is she, Brad? She doesn't even remember you. Anyway, she's agreed to go to that, despite not remembering Brad or anything about this art foundation. As Anna tries to help jog Lucy's memory with shoes, it becomes apparent over the last 2 years, Lucy has become obsessed with work, money, and status.
You are a strong, powerful woman. That's why we're best friends.
When Anna leaves the room, Lucy finds this photo of herself and Zach wearing Christmas jumpers under mistletoe, holding a pie he's obviously baked. And we know he's baked it because he's wearing the oven gloves in the photo. I don't know where to start with that photo, but it's clear that Lucy still thinks about Zach, despite being engaged to Brad. Maybe that's why she ran away from her dress fitting. The next day, Zach is explaining to Beau and their mum what happened to Lucy. Beau's like, come on, this is your chance to start shagging her again. And he's like, Jesus, Beau, you're sick. Later at the Foundation Christmas party, we see Lucy talking to Anna. She's like, is this what my life is? Going to functions like this and talking to non-speaking extras?
So good to see you.
And Anna's like, yeah, it's not great, is it? But you pay my salary, so start mingling. The next day, Lucy decides to go back to Bedford Harbour for the Christmas festival to get answers.
Well, that makes sense.
Not really.
Oh yeah, and Anna's coming too. Lucy's keen to find out what happened between her and Zach. Apparently just asking him is not an option, so she's going to investigate instead.
I see.
Over at the Roadhouse restaurant, Beau is still trying to convince Zach to get involved in the Christmas festival. Zach's like, no, I'm too busy, leave me alone. Nothing's gonna change my mind. But then Lucy turns up and says she's going, so Zach's like, okay, then I'll go. Oh yeah, Anna and Beau meet for the first time. I wonder what happens at the end. While they're in Bedford Harbour, Lucy and Anna will be staying at Lucy's dead Aunt Audrey's house. Aunt Audrey died at some point over the past 2 years, so not sure who put the Christmas decorations up, but we'll leave that. The next day, the Christmas festival has started, and within seconds, Lucy bumps into Zach and his mum. Lucy and Zach go ice skating, and Zach starts showing off. Yeah, hang on, who's this? Oh no, it's Morgan, Zach's new girlfriend. Morgan's from a wealthy family, so we all have to hate her.
Is that a fact?
It is, actually.
Lucy didn't know Brad had a girlfriend, so she goes home in a mood. The next day, she goes to see her doctor.
Maybe there's a reason why you're not remembering your new life.
Maybe. The next day, Zach has come with Lucy to pick up a Christmas tree. Oh, here's one, that'll do, brilliant. When they get home with it, a car pulls up. Oh no, it's Brad, and he's going to be hanging around to experience all the traditions. The snowman making contest, the pie auction, and the tree lighting ceremony. Yes, more on those later.
Years ago, Zach planted a tree in the harbor with his dad and...
Boring! After they put the tree up, Anna reminds them that the snowman making contest is about to start, so they go off into town. Beau is here for the contest too, and oh god, so is Morgan. Morgan's like, guess what, Zach? We're going to California in a couple days. And he's like, what? It's Christmas, and I need to be here for the festival that I only agreed to come to yesterday.
Just think about it, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go find Brad.
Brad is going to be Lucy's partner for the snowman making contest. Zach is with Morgan, and Beau's partner will be Anna. And yeah, it's just these three teams entering. Everyone else seems happy to watch and cheer while Zach and Beau's mum judges. And the winners are Beau and Anna, yeah. The next day, Lucy's talking to Brad, and he's agreed to postpone the wedding until she can remember who he is. Wow, Brad, that's good of you.
I'm a nice guy.
Later, Lucy's at the store shopping for ingredients for the pie auction later. Oh, look, it's Zach.
Hi.
It turns out Zach's girlfriend Morgan is also baking a pie for the pie auction. Back at home, Lucy's making her pie, so she and Anna have to wear Christmas jumpers.
Why are we wearing these again?
Because it's Christmas tradition?
Yeah, and here we are at the pie auction. This is how it works. People have to bid on these pies, and the highest bidder gets a photo with the person who baked it. Why would anyone want that? No idea, but that's the prize. So everyone starts putting their bids in these boxes. Oh, look who's running the auction. It's Zach's mum.
Of course.
And here are the results. The highest bidder on the first pie was Brad. He thinks that was Lucy's pie, but oh no, it's Morgan's. And look how horrified they both are. They're acting like they've been sentenced to death. It's a pie. Zach's won a pie too. I wonder who made that one. Oh, it was Lucy. There were only 3 pies at this auction. Brad won the other one. Brad won the other one, and it was baked by this extra. They could have just done this at Zach's mum's house. Anyway, Morgan's pretty angry about Zach bidding on Lucy's pie and not hers, even though he had no way whatsoever of knowing whose was whose. And she's like, Zach, are you still in love with Lucy? And he's like, no. And she's like, whatever. Brad's had enough too, so he dumps Lucy. So all in all, the pie auction was a huge success. The next day, Lucy's back at the doctor, and she still can't remember why she broke up with Zach. The doctor's like, well, have you asked him? And Lucy's like, no, because that would ruin the plot of the movie.
True.
Later, Lucy's teaching an art class for kids.
This is so awesome.
Is it?
No.
After that, Lucy goes to the Roadhouse restaurant to tell Zach that she's no longer with Brad. And oh no, Morgan comes in and sees them talking. She's like, right, that's it. I know when I'm a side character in a love story. Why don't you just get back with Lucy instead? And Zach's like, yeah, okay. That night at the annual tree lighting ceremony, again hosted by Zach's mum, Lucy and Zach tell each other they've been dumped.
My late husband, Jack, planted this tree.
Yeah, I don't care. All you need to know is when the lights go on, everyone can put a special Christmas ornament on the tree and make a Christmas wish. I've been making a Christmas wish every year for the past 10 years, but it's never come true. Ooh, the lights are on and everyone's really happy, yeah. The next day, Lucy gets a call from Brad and he tells her there's a big meeting she needs to attend tomorrow.
It's Christmas Eve.
And Brad's like, yeah, sorry. What's the issue here? Christmas Eve isn't even a public holiday. Go to work. And she eventually does agree to go.
Good.
Later, Lucy and Zach are putting the Christmas tree up at the Roadhouse. And Lucy's like, ooh, look what I found, old ornaments. And he's like, that's nice. Later, Lucy breaks the news to Zach that she's going to have to go to that meeting tomorrow.
Christmas Eve?
Yes, and it's not a public holiday. Go to work. When Lucy gets a call from Brad, Beau comes up to Zach and he's like, have you told her about the breakup yet? And Zach's like, no, or she might leave again. And Beau's like, she needs to know the truth. Zach tries to tell her, but he doesn't manage to come out with it before the... Zach tries to tell her, but he doesn't manage to come out with it before this sleigh ride. And oh no, Lucy's remembered that they broke up after a sleigh ride. It turns out that 2 years ago, Zach drank too much eggnog and started calling Lucy a slut and knocking her about. No, that's obviously not true. The big reveal here is that Zach actually dumped Lucy because their lives were going in different directions. Regardless, Lucy is furious to find out that she was the dumped and not the dumper. so she's leaving town. When she gets home, she tells Anna that she remembers everything now and she still loves Zach. Back at the roadhouse, Zach's mum is telling him not to give up on Lucy. And whatever, we all know what's going to happen now. Lucy goes to the meeting, it goes really well. Then she goes back to Bedford Harbour, tells Zach she still loves him, and then they kiss. And that's the end of the film. So until next time. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. And please consider joining my Patreon. There's a link in the description. Thank you.